there, grass rat. Have you checked out our online store? There's something there for everyone. Maybe you want a coffee mug or a t-shirt or a hat. Go check it out. There's your dinner. Don't be eyeballing me. Go over there and buy something. TarylFixesAll.com. Go, now, go. Go away, go. I got work to do.
Pterodactyl here, and I got a quick short video for you in case you're ever changing the fluid or the hydraulic oil on your log splitter. A couple of little tips that you should know before you tackle this job. The first tip is, before you change the oil filter on your splitter, make sure that the ram is all the way back. You don't want the ram out. And the reason you want the ram all the way back is when the ram is back, it's pushing all the oil back to the reservoir, to the tank. On this splitter, the tank is this axle here. Your log splitter may be different, because this is what happens if you don't. If you have this all the way out, this is full of fluid. This is full of oil. Your level in here is going to be low because you pulled all the oil out of the tank and you have it in there. And then you fill it up with the ram out, and then the first time you go to retract it and pull the ram back in, now it's overfilled with oil. And that oil is going to come squirting out of the vent. And you're going to make a mess and you're going to have oil everywhere. So just be aware of that if you're going to attempt to do that. Another thing is the oil doesn't really get that dirty on these splitters. The only reason you would have to change it in the tank would be as if water had got in there. If it had been left outside and water got into the oil and it turned it like coffee creamer, then you're going to want to change all the fluid. But if you're just changing the filter, all you need to do is just take the filter off, put the new one on, and just replace any oil, hydraulic oil, that you had lost when you went to change it. Now, one way to tell is if your filter needs to be changed is you'll notice that when you're running the splitter, if you notice that the ram isn't moving as fast as it used to. Now, a lot of things can affect that. One of them being if it's very cold outside and the fluid's cold, it's going to move slow. But if it's warmed up and hot and the ram is moving real slow, chances are the filter is plugged or is starting to get plugged up. And when it gets plugged up, it's restricting the flow of oil, which is going to make it move slowly. And then make sure you get the right filter. A lot of filters have numbers on them. A lot of auto parts store can cross-reference the filter for it and get you the correct filter. I know on this type of splitter, this big filter, you can get them at Napa. Or, in my case, I can get them from Rotary. And it uses the same filter as a Skag. And there's the Rotary number. But this is the same hydraulic filter for the hydraulic system on a Skag. It's the same oil filter. I've used these many times on these Tractor Supply type splitters. Now say you wanted to drain the oil on this. The only place you have is here, and this is the vent with the dipstick on it. This plug is also a vent, and you have to be aware of what they're running in there. This one's using ATF. Some of them will use a light hydraulic oil, which you can also get at the auto parts store in a 5-gallon bucket. Any kind of hydraulic, hydraulic tractor fluid for the hydraulics on a farm tractor. They sell it in 5-gallon buckets. But if you got the ATF, then you got to put ATF in there. But this one doesn't have a drain plug on it anywhere. So if you wanted to drain this oil, you'd have to drain it from here. You'd have to remove this hose because this is coming out of the tank. So this is where you'd have to drain it from. Or when you take the filter out, it's going to come running out anyway. So make sure you put a large enough pan under there because this thing holds about 4 or 5 gallons of fluid. So you can drain it from there. So there you go. There's a couple of tips for you if you're ever going to change the oil on your log splitter, on the hydraulic oil, I mean. And there's your dinner. Pterodactyl here, and today we're going to do something a little different. This tractor here has been sitting outside the fenced area at my shop for probably over a year. Plus it's been sitting outside for who knows how long. So we were going to take it to the scrap, but I want to see if I can get this engine running. Look at this thing. So first thing I need to do is see if the engine's locked up. So let's see if it still has fire. Oh yeah. Oh, and it's not. Am I going the wrong way? I didn't move the switch. Nope. That's weird. I've never seen where it would spark on one side and not the other. Well, it's gonna need a coil and a starter. Hope these bolts don't snap off. Now she ain't even spitting and sputtering and spotting speed man. All right, let's see what's on this side. Nothing. We got no compression. So we got stuck intake valve. All right, go around the other side, Mr. Cameraman. So we got 2 stuck intake valves. Come on, guy, free up.